Be strong.
Michigan Speedway up here in the Irish Hills. That is the spot tonight for race number 8 of this Sunset Arctic Games USRC Grand National Series races. We welcome you in to the Michigan 200. 74 degrees outside, is 114 down on the track. It is going to be a very interesting and very fun race here to watch this evening, as we have 27 cars on the grid for this race. A little bit of a late start to the broadcast, as we had some issues to take care of here race-wise. I actually had a driver left off the grid, unfortunately, because of something saving-wise. I'm not sure what happened. But anyways, here we are, starting lineup for the race. This was all due to the random draw done last night on the broadcast. Brian Perry going to start on the pole with the 62 car. Travis Sedzillo second. As you look at your top 12, Fasano, Thomas, Telder, DiMaggio, Alterna, Pierce, Hasty, Andy Moore, Jazabowski, and Robert Smith. Cedric Ingram, Justin Laxton, row 7. Row 8, Cody Beatty, Ryan White. Row number 9, Jacob Gladulich, your Drift, and Brandon Trujembo. Bill Alt, Sean Peachin, Cameron Ingram, Chris Evans, Justin Hughes, Zach Kalinin, and finally Ben Dunn. Dylan Alt going to start back in 26th, and Joe Petrick 27th on the grid. As pace car going to pull off. Thought something was going on there. As we go racing 100 laps, 250 miles in Michigan, underway. Fasano dropping down to the bottom here. Not sure if that's purposely being done or if he is just kind of moving down, but you see the 19 has gone to the front. Here comes the 31, Julian Alterna, making his debut tonight. Just got back from Texas Motor Speedway, the IndyCar race. He's here tonight. We're up here in the 4th position as they come down to complete lap number 1. 4 wide back here. The wildness of a random draw right there. As Matthew Telder going to go to the front, the hometown driver. Inside of, he's going to pass Sedzillo for position. And again, apologies for the late start there. Just had some issues with the not the broadcast, but the race session. I had to go put a second session up due to an issue, but we're here now. We got it. The field is all set. We're racing. And look at this back here. 3 wide up the middle for second goes Alterna. Oh, in trouble, turn 1. 1 car up in the wall. Joe Petrick's in it. I see the 88 with some damage. And that is the 32 of JT. And caution out for the first time. Let's see what transpires here at lap number 3. And I am playing the admin role tonight, so I gotta... Looks like multiple cars making contact here. Dunn getting a piece of it. Blackston gets a piece. Alt on the inside of JT there for position. Ooh, looks like maybe either the 7 slides up or the 88 gets into the back of the 7. So the 78 and the 4, I think there is, make contact. Joe Peacher going to sideswipe the 88. So let's look at this one more time. And let's go rear chase and check out the 88 here. Kind of like overwhelmed a little bit here, just trying to calm down after everything just took place, getting everything set up here. All right, so rear chase of the 88. That's not really, I don't think that's going to help any, but let's see. Oh yeah, he did get into it. All right, we'll look at that one more time here, just to confirm. Yeah, he tries to go around. Okay. All right, guys, I looked over that. Tough deal. A lot of cars racing for position, but the 88 actually got down into the 7 a little bit, and that's what straightened him up into the 32 there. So, going to give Justin the EOL there. Remember, you got resets, guys. Shake it off. That was some good start, good racing to start with there. No. All right. So should get one to go this time by. Well, I got a minute here. Let me get the point standings updated. Let's look at the schedule real quickly on the screen. That is where we are right now, the Michigan Speedways. Race number 8. Next week, we go to Martinsville, the short track, before the final race of the regular season. At Atlanta Motor Speedway before we go into the Final Four. Now, of course, if you've been following the season throughout, you know that Dylan Alt and Bill Alt are the only 2 winners on the season. Dylan has won all but 1 race. He has been the dominant car. He's done a phenomenal job. So as you're going to see the point standings here when I load them up, you're going to know, obviously, he is the points leader. That's not the right one. Let me get the right one here. Stand by. Schedule off the screen. There's your points right now entering the series this week. Of course, Dylan Alt winning. Bill Alt obviously got himself a win also, and there's the rest of your top 10 as we get ready for the Final Four. Really close battle down here at the 10th position right now in the playoffs. As we go green flag racing here at lap number 7. Here at the Michigan Speedway. A lot of cars topping off fuel and getting damage fixed up, taking the reset as Telder launches back to green. Started in the 5th position, already up here to the lead. guys trying to get into a rhythm, get used to being out here on track with each other. Appreciate the 10 viewers so far tonight. And I stand corrected, it's actually race number 9, not 8. Is there 3 wide back here? And they might even be 4 wide. Now they're 3 right now. As Dylan Alt trying to work his way up through the field. Three and 4 wide racing throughout this pack. I just realized what was on Jezebowski's car. Oh boy. Yeah, all right, go Julian. He's up there. He actually just took the lead. Julian Alterna. What? Nobody let anybody see this stream, please. Julian's probably flipping a lid right now across the pond as DiMaggio goes to the lead. That's more like it right there. Gonna bring Telder with him. I think Julian has made less starts in a stock car than I have in a spec Ford. And I think I've made absolutely no starts in a spec Ford ever. As I mentioned, race 9 of the Sunset Hunting Games USRC Grand National Series. Appreciate everybody joining us here at the virtual Michigan Speedway on iRacing. And Julian's gone back to the lead. I click away and Julian goes to the front again. What in the world? Dylan Alt already up to the 6th position after starting 20. And look at this wad of junk here. Holy cow. Great racing. Now they're 4 wide. Everybody loves Michigan. Everybody trying to find their way into the draft as these cars. I feel like they're going slow as hell after watching an IndyCar race. Thanks to our good friends at Track Cams 4 Gourmets for being a part of this broadcast with the cameras and stuff. Frank DiMaggio going back to the front here with Telder on his inside now as we complete lap number 12. Pit stops about 40 laps or so tonight on a tank of fuel. 3 sets of tires for these guys. Some cars already using that reset where it's all over with. We ride with DiMaggio, the Canadian driver who actually lived right on the border of the state of Michigan. As the field starts to spread itself out now. Cedric Ingram up there in the 6th position doing a great job, up 7 spots. Sean Peachin up 13 spots. He's running in the 7th position, doing a good job so far. Ride with the 21. You see the cars spreading out. Everybody giving each other plenty of room, tight racing and all. Cars sliding, the tires take a beating on this track, especially the way the build is and stuff. I'm going to send a shout out to Dakota DeMay, who, of course, had a pretty solid race, we'll say, earlier tonight at Texas. He sponsored that race in Texas Sunset Arctic Games 400, and of course, they continue their sponsorship here. I just put information over in the information on YouTube about both the games, the Echo Blade coming out at during the summer, and of course, VolticPistol you can purchase right now in Steam. And of course, have a commercial later on here throughout this race. And how about Justin Hughes? He took the EOL on that last wreck penalty and has worked his way up into the 10th position on this restart. Fantastic job so far for him. Guys watching on the stream, do me a favor. I actually left my phone in the other room, and I don't have anything to test out my sound. So the cars and everything okay on my end? Please let me know. No, thank you guys for what you guys do, of course, for the broadcast and for the league. And I think a lot of people have enjoyed this racing with the random grid, so on and so forth. Tight racing everywhere out here. How about this? Ryan White to the inside of Drift. Got the 69 up ahead there of Mike Hasty, making his, I believe, second start. Chris Evans there in that 98 car. As Dylan Ault has moved to the second position inside of the 3. Started last. Well, second to last in front of Joe Petrick. A lot of people moving up and around through the field here. That's what makes this random draw interesting. As you see, Alton is now falling back to the 4th position. Brian Perry back to 5th. Now's the part where the handling really starts to kick in on these cars. As here's the Kool-Aid man, Ben Dunn, to the inside of Jezebowski for position. The 11th spot here on the line. Nick sends it in there pretty deep into the corner, slides up. Here comes Ben, going to get that run. The EXE car. Beautiful day out here in Brooklyn, Michigan. Had a little bit of rain earlier, delay the race about 20 minutes. Into the 18 degrees of banking here at this Michigan Speedway as we're looking at the fan cam right now. So if you're interested in taking a fan cam experience from the great people at TV Cams for Gourmets, you can actually purchase something like this and have cameras set up like this to have a good old time like you're watching a race. Sean Peachin looking to make a move inside of Telder in the 3 car. So Sean in that 21 looking good. Brian Perry to the outside. So it makes this track so much fun. There's so much room everywhere to make passes in the multi-groove racing. As Dylan Ault puts pressure up here on DiMaggio for the lead. Did he save that? Telner saved it! I think that was a bump draft gone wrong. Let's go back and see that again. He'll be bragging about that one for the next 6 years. It didn't bring out a caution, so I got to go find it. Was it this lap right? Yeah, it's right here. I mean, Teller gets just darts out of nowhere, and it's like, whoa! I mean, IndyCar, you're not saving that. Watch this one. Oh, he's already loose right there. You can see the... Well, they're all actually kind of loose, actually. Oh, he clips the wall. So I don't know if oh, yeah, there's some damage to the nose of Cameron, so might have been... Look, he saves that thing. And he had both hands and feet on the wheel after that one. Now, I wonder if he did catch the wall maybe in that deal. But how about Julian back up to third? Sean Peach and Justin Hughes up to fifth now. As we are 24 laps already into this race. What a great night of racing we've had so far. A fantastic IndyCar race that was won by Alex Van der Zand. Oh, that four hanging it out there sideways also now. Laxton just going to push him down the straightaway. Board with Justin. You got to be careful. These seams will upset the car if you hit them right. So it's all, you can see the car's just getting loose there. And of course, the downforce on these cars are not like the trucks and the cup cars. These cars are a little less downforce, actually a lot more drag than the truck and the cup cars. That's why those vehicles drive more similar. And these cars are kind of more on the, you got to drive them side. Some actually say is Dylan Alt to the inside of DiMaggio for the lead. Some actually say that with these cars, if they could make the cup cars like this, it would be the perfect racing. Oh, look at this. 3 wide back here for the 12th and 11th position there. Cedric gets out of it, and that's actually going to kill his momentum. As Evans goes by, there's the 19 Sedzillo. Laxton sitting on that rear. And the old Lake Speed Spam car. I like that kind of a tribute paint scheme to Lake Speed. Justin Hughes to the inside of Julian Alterna. This is for the third spot. Alterna running that. I mean, that's the Larson line right there now. Or as we learned in the IndyCar race, it's the, what's his name? Sudik line. Fantastic stuff here. This is, I mean, this right here is a reason why when Michigan comes up on a schedule, you will fill a field out. Fill a field, easy for me to say, up with drivers, left and right. 98 of Chris Evans working his way up through the field, the Canadian driver there in that Ford Mustang. All right, been some great racing, but we're going to... Oh, hold on, Cameron. Cameron, of course, was right behind the 3 car when he got loose, and Cameron's like, hey, I want to try this move. And he makes the save, but we're going to step away a quick second here. And we'll come back as we got great racing here at the Michigan Speedway. This is the Sunset Arctic Games USRC Grand National Series on Captain TV. Michigan Speedway here as we're watching this fight here. They were just 4 wide on the front straightaway here again. Now, this fight here. Oh, it's one car small on the 19, the 10. And Justin Laxton also involved. Caution out for the second time. Caution out for the second time. And we'll look at the replay here in a second, but of course they're going to catch the pace car. We'll probably have pit stops here, but the second caution out on the Michigan living up to its name right now in this race. And I hope that's not the only green flag run we get tonight. I'm pretty sure we won't, but that was fantastic. We'll try to get these pit stops in real quick, and then I got to go review the wreck. So here they all come. Everybody's going to be coming to pit road here. Not the camera. And I think Julian Alterna missed his pit stop. Welcome to NASCAR, buddy. Dylan Alt going to win the race off pit road. Oh, that was funny to hear Julian on the audio. Where's my pit box? All right, let's go back and see the caution now. Back straightaway. I'm on the wrong camera. Oh, that's the first caution. Sorry. Let's. I thought I was up to date here. I'm gonna fire my producer. Come on. Give me a second. I'm trying to find. It's not showing me the caution here on my replay board, so this is frustrating. This is on pit road stuff, so let's actually. You know what? I'm just going to. I'm trying to get to the replay still on my end over here. Unfortunately, it's... Yeah, give me a second here. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, my... some reason it's not showing the wreck on my replay board. So I've had to rewind this kind of manually to do it real quick. So give me 1 second and I'll hurry up and get this done. Do you think it was your fault? Let me know when you're one to go. Oh, shoot. I'm screwing everything up right now. Sorry on the stream, guys. I messed up. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, yeah. 10 just got loose there a little bit. I'll take care of it. Thank you, though, Ryan. There you go. Sorry. Yeah, Ryan, you just came down on him a little bit there. Just it looked like he got loose, maybe, and he was holding his lane. You're just trying to correct it and just ran out of time. All right, sorry about that, guys. I was trying to get the pit stops on the broadcast and stuff there. So, great job. That was fun watching. Good luck here the rest of the way. All right, going to go back to green here. That's what happens when you try to multitask and broadcast and admin at the same time. All right, we did this earlier tonight for the Indy cars. We're going to do it again here because this has been fantastic to watch, and I hope they do it again here this series of green flag laps here. We're going to go and turn it up here on Captain TV. Oh, somebody's mowing the grass. That was Telder, who went mowing down the front straightaway there. So Dylan Ault is leading right now, 0.3 of a second here. Everybody come to pit road there at lap number 32, so most of the field should have 2 sets of tires left and likely 2 more pit stops in this race, which is going to make things interesting. We have seen a ton of passing out here in this race. And I'm saying this right now, somebody needs to teach that 31, Julian. He's out here having a good old time. I'm happy for him. But that kid is out there driving like a lunatic out there and watching in that 31. He's up on the high line doing a hell of a job. I'm going to have to hide this film somehow from him. books. I actually just shot a message over to VOR, which is the league that Julian runs, and just broadcasted a little bit ago and said, you guys need to come see this. As Bill Alt going to make a pass inside of Ben Dunn, taking the fourth position away there. And again, next week, Martinsville Speedway for race number 10. The penultimate round of the regular season for this Grand National season, and then of course Atlanta Motor Speedway, and then we get ready for the Final Four, which will start in June after Memorial Day weekend. As we watch Cedric Ingram, Justin Laxton, who was just involved in an accident, going to make a move inside. Is also Bill makes a move inside of Peach in fourth position. Ryan Perry back here in the 62 doing a great job tonight. Started up there in the front row. '78 of Cody Beatty making an appearance up here into the top 11. He's done a great job just being patient tonight. Yeah, 88 with a little bit of rear end damage. Not sure what happened to Justin, maybe on a restart. Pennzoil car getting some damage there. Laxton up to the 5th position. So the comers and goers starting to work their way up through the field in this race. Oh, Julian's up in the wall. I was wondering when that high side was going to bite him. These guys really, really tight on top of another. Let's throw a blanket on top. All this from about, what, 6th place? 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, all in this little fight. Cameron following Dad through the picture there. I think you might actually see Mr. Cameron Ingram in a BPRL race tomorrow night. I know he was talking to me about joining the Blown Piston League. That'd be cool to see him out there. Up front, Dylan Alt leading by about a half second over Frank DiMaggio. Kind of hold tight with him. Bill Alt there about 3 seconds or so back. All 27 cars on the lead lap in this race. There's Dylan continuing to lead as he's done pretty much all season long. Cody Beatty in his marshmallow look. Christmas marshmallow. we got this battle back here, and then let's go back here towards Joe Petrick, who's trying to make a pass here on the 74, Zach Kalinin. Joe making a rare appearance tonight in the old Nordgar Wonder Bread car. For those who don't know who Nordgar is a broadcaster. I mean, I don't want to say former, because he's always been trying to get back on here and do his thing. He had a channel called Nordgar back in the day. It was actually where a lot of us met each other. This was 8 years ago, 9 years ago. I was a young whippersnapper at that point, and Joe and all of us got together, James Williams and Richard Schwint, and we were all part of that league. And a lot of these other guys maybe either watch this stream or don't even know who he is. You know, he's had some personal battles and stuff he's had to take care of and things, and you know, we always have him in the back of our head. He was kind of the reason why I'm streaming on here, is his channel and stuff. But you know, one of these days we hope to get him back on here and let him broadcast at least one more race of us all racing with each other, because that was probably some of the funnest stuff, though it might have shortened my life up about 10 years from not sleeping much at night, but I'm going to work the next day. But it was definitely some of the funnest stuff I had ever been a part of. But yeah, it was a racing league / channel that you could that he broadcasted and stuff. I mean, and it was unfiltered. And when I say unfiltered, it was unfiltered. Battle's starting to kind of thin out a little bit here, so I mean, but I'm looking at most of this times on here. You got these guys all here within about a second of each other. You got another pack back here within a second of each other, and then another pack back in around 20th that's about a second off each other. So there's just these packs of cars out here that are running. And Julian's continuing to run in that Kyle Larson line up there. Julian did his debut tonight, leading a couple laps in his race, so that's tight. Brian, you see Ben Dunn, a little bit of right front damage on that Kool-Aid Ford Mustang. Oh, and Brian slides up into him. Oh, and Ben's in the wall. Ben's trying to hold on, not get ran over by somebody. Zach has to check up. No caution. Everybody stays green. And now caution is out. Trouble on the track for Telder. And also the 69 involved of Mike Hasty. And that's the third caution. He drives Indy cars. He's an IndyCar guy. I mean, I say he's an IndyCar guy. I mean, we're all iRacers, but he's a predominant IndyCar racer, and he is out here doing a pretty good job. Let's go see the replay here. What happens with Hasty? Got the 65 of Ben Pierce there. Telder with a good run on the high side. Oh, block gone wrong. Oh, and Pierce gets doored. Oh, and Fasano barely gets through there. Look at it one more time. Yeah, 69 came up into the 3 there, so we'll see if we get some pit stops. Actually, it doesn't. Y'all let me know it's 2 to go, please. Pit stops. Everybody coming in probably for a second set of tires here, which is going to make it interesting. They are right outside the window now on fuel. And what do you know, a Michigan race on fuel. Here it comes. Happens every time. Everybody on pit road here will get their reset and stuff if they have one left. And Alt going to win the race off pit road, followed by DiMaggio, Bill, Alt, Laxton going to come off pit road. So we are going to come back. We'll have more racing for you. It is the Sunset Arctic Games USRC Grand National Series here on Captain TV. All right, back we are at the Michigan Speedway. Good news, J.W. Miller making an appearance into the race. Unfortunately, not feeling good tonight, but he's going to admin the last 40 laps of this race. So either somebody called him in or he actually did show up and relieve me of my duties. So I've been fired as an admin. Nice job, Chris. Let's shout out the Sunset Arctic Games. You can check out, of course, VolticPistol and Echo Blade. VolticPistol going to be out, or is out, I should say. That's the commercial you just watched. And then Echo Blade coming out in June. All right, going to come back to the green flag here with Dylan Alt, Frank DiMaggio, Bill Alt, Justin Laxton, Cameron Ingram, your top 5, Sean Peachin, Chris Evans, Brian Perry, Cedric, and Travis Sidzillo, your top 10. As the pace car going to pull in. Dylan on the loud pedal. Down to turn 1 they go. Four wide back there. I don't know if you're seeing this. They're still 4 wide down the back straightaway. Julian somehow has got this high line rolling. I got to talk to him. You see the top 6 right there under a blanket. These guys all out here fighting 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. While they got the fresh tires, and not to mention who's going to save the fuel to get to the finish in this race. If they go green the rest of the way, I am not sure they can make it. And like I said a second ago, it would not be a Michigan race if fuel mileage was not involved in some way, shape, or form. Wow, Ryan White throwing a kind of a block on Trajembo. These guys trying to find their lanes. Cameron Ingram up 16 spots to the 5th position here. There's the 98, Chris Evans there. That Ford Mustang looking pretty solid here this evening, running in the 6th position. Now, Julian Alterna is running back here in the 19th position. He led some laps earlier tonight and started up there in the front, but let's watch this line of his. Now, everybody's running down near the seam for the most part, or a little ways up. Of course, here he's got somebody on his inside, so he's going to run the bottom. As drift gets loose right in front of him. I mean, I'm trying not to hound a beat a dead horse, I guess is the right terminology to use. But this line, I know it's a multi-groove track and stuff, but I mean, he is doing something I've not seen on iRacing much. Let's see if he runs this line here. And maybe it's an IndyCar thing. I don't know. But look. Goes into turn 1 and 2. Slides are all the way up. Well, he left the lane actually open there. He's been putting it up against the wall, which is impressive. The 38 laps to go in this race. I feel like I'm going to sneeze here in 8 minutes, so forgive me if I keep stalling for a second, because I think I'm going to sneeze. Blackson running up there in the 4th position. Dylan, Bill Alt running top 2 as they've done a majority not only of this race but the season. The only top drivers can win a race, but you know what? Oh, one car porpoising off the wall back there. Was that Julian? Yeah, it sure was. Julian caught the wall there on the outside. As Laxton looking low on DiMaggio for 3rd. Let's go with the pit strategy board here. Show where everybody is right now. So, of course, we've had cautions at each pit stop cycle, but right now we are 9 laps in to this run and 35 laps to go. So we're looking at 44 laps on a tank of fuel with, what, 2 caution laps with that, as Frank blinks out a little bit. I don't know. This is going to be very, very tight. But they got to stay green for this to happen. Down the back straightaways, Cedric and Brian Perry. All these guys working hard, trying to work their way to the front. There's Cody Beatty. Started towards the tail end, kind of ran back there a little bit. Let the field kind of race hard as he likes to do. He just patiently works his way back up through the field. That 78 car to the inside of the 10, trying to complete the spot, not able to. And that Sky Warm car. Meanwhile, the top 4 continue to battle. Sean Peach in there in the Blackjack 21 car. Laxton finally completing the pass on DiMaggio for third. Believe it or not, we have 0 cars out of this race right now. I can't tell you the last time I saw that happen in a race here, but we still got 32 laps to go. But so far, every one of the 27 cars are one on the lead lap, but also in this race period. As Laxton gonna go to second, and well, Dylan Alt, I think, is going into fuel save mode here as he falls back to third behind Bill and Justin. So a pass for the lead. Bill Alt goes to the front. One laps to go. And this one of the longest races actually of the season. It's one of a couple 200-mile races. The last one will be the last race of the season, actually. And a couple cars getting together back here, turn 2. Everybody holding on as Laxton, or Justin Hughes off the pace, I should say, in the 88. No caution there as we continue on, but I'm going to say the other race will be the last race of the season at Chicagoland Speedway. Also going to be a 200-miler. All the rest of the races somewhere between about 150 and 175 miles, respectively, as Justin Hughes takes the 88 to pit road. So right on cue, as I say, everybody's running. He's out of the race. Good fight for position. Jacob Vladulich there. Drift makes a pass on Trajembo in the old school Ryan Newman paint. That is back at the 12th position right now. Matt Telder back there behind him, trying to work his way back up the field. Of course, Matt led some laps here tonight at his home track. See Joe Petrick back there in the 14th position. Make that 15th. I talked about a little bit ago the comparisons between an Indy car and a stock car. The Indy cars, it's pretty hard to save fuel, especially when you're running wide open. These cars, you can do so many things. Shut the engine off, to clutching it, to some of the similarities. You could let off the gas early in the corners and stuff like that. Very interesting what you can do with some of these cars. As here comes Petrick inside of Telder for 14th. Good to see Joe back out here running a race with us tonight. Up here for second, Dylan Alt back to the inside of Laxton. Take that position away. So I'm looking at the board here of everybody who has pitted when. And the cars that pitted at lap 56. Of course, that was the last lap before we went green. Everybody came to pit road at lap 55. Then the next lap, these cars came in. Cody Beatty, Drift, Zach Kalinin, Joe Petrick, Mike Hasty, Andy Moore. Those 6 cars all came in a lap after the field did and topped off the fuel cells. Those are going to be the one. Never mind, caution's out. Zach Kalina and Matthew Taylor have gone around. And there goes the whole gas strategy. With 25 laps to go, let's see what happens. Oh, that's a lick. Unfortunately, the 74 just on standby. Oh, that's a lick right there. Watch it one more time. Caution number 2 out as we got pit stops. A lot of drivers coming to pit road. Drift stays out. Andy Moore stays out. Some of these guys might be using their final set of tires right here. Race off pit road, Dylan Alt. Yep, confirmed. So Drift leads. Andy Moore second. Dylan Alt, Frank DiMaggio, Bill Alt going to be your top 5. So the strategy's all coming into play now because the tires are coming into play, because a lot of people might have just came and taken that last set that they might have in this run. And if so, you have a couple of cars in this field like Drift and Andy Moore who did not pit and are saving that last set of tires for later in this race. They line up behind the iRacing Ghost 4X pace car. course, now Andy and Drift and them are joking on chat. Andy said, hey, there's rain in turn 4. Here we go. Pace car is in. And we'll go back racing here. 23 laps to go at Michigan up. They both spin the tires. Everybody's got to be careful. Everybody minding their P's and Q's. Looks like clean restart. Dylan Auld already gone to the lead. Bill Auld up to second. Oh, contact with Peachin and Laxton. And Sean through the grass. Chris Evans starting to come into the picture outside of Frank DiMaggio there. Cameron Ingram in as Laxton moves up to third. I wish there was a way we could figure out how many passes have been in this race, because I think there have been passes everywhere. Ryan White looking inside of Drift, so Drift's starting to fall back with these older tires. Again, this is part of the risk. Take those older tires, but it could pay off for you later on in this run. Laps to go as Dylan Auld continues to lead here. We're watching this fierce battle up here right around the top 10, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, all in this fight. It's Cody Beatty there looking inside of Cameron Ingram, trying to take the position away. Not able to do so. So again, next week will be Martinsville Speedway for these guys, the penultimate round of the regular season before they go to Atlanta in 2 weeks. But tomorrow night we'll have the BPRL Clash Series. The Cup car is running at Las Vegas. You can join us for that, 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. Monday night TI Truck Series at Watkins Glen. Do some road racing. That'll be at 7:30 Eastern Time. Tuesday night we'll have the TI IndyCar Series. They'll be at Road Atlanta, down the road from me here. As Drift is up on the outside wall, falling back. Then Wednesday night, the opener for the GLSR, the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series, will be at Talladega Super Speedway. That's Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time for that. Thursday night, Short Track Super League. They'll be back on the short tracks at Bristol Motor Speedway, is it? Yes, Bristol. For that race, that'll be at 7:30. And then back to Friday night, BPRL at Watkins Glen, leading us back to next week where we'll be here, USRC at Martinsville. So plenty of racing next week. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. If you're not new, well, we need to work on getting some more subscribers. So do your part and try to help us out building up this channel as we are on the air 7 nights a week now. Beatty trying to hold off Cameron. Kind of chopping his nose off a little bit there. Oh, Pierce up in the wall. As Laxton, DiMaggio, and there's Chris Evans all trying to make moves here, work their way up into the top three as they try to tag team their way up there to get the Alt family. We ride with Canadian driver Chris. He's doing a fantastic job of that 98 car tonight. How he's fighting that wheel, sawing it back and forth, how loose you get over those seams, and of course the tires wearing down a little bit. Evans driving it underneath DiMaggio for position. Oh, leaning on each other. Great job keeping it clean. Again, big shout out to Sunset Arctic Games for again sponsoring the Grand National Series here from USRC. And a big shout out to Track Cams 4 Gourmets for giving us these awesome cameras that you're seeing from iRacing here at Virtual Michigan. You can check out trackcams22.com for all the information on the cameras from Track Cams from Gourmet, or 4 Gourmet. Oh, Cody scraping it up a little bit. Nick Jezebowski doing a good job in this 82, or the EXE car. Oh, and now Evans up into the wall. Pushed it a little too much, got tight, and now the 98 has got some damage. So a lot of cars here starting to push it more and more, trying to get what they can get out of it. Joe Petrick, Zach Kalina continue this fight back here. They've been doing this all night. 16th position there. Cedric Ingram running into 10th position, doing a great job here tonight. As I mentioned, Dylan continues to lead by 0.7 of a second over his dad, Bill Alt. Of course, Dylan started all but last in the field tonight. Dylan just continuing to work his way up the win column here. If he can get this one tonight, it'll be his 8th win in 9 starts. The only race he did not win, his father won at Talladega. So after the damage, you see Evans is now falling back into the hands of Cody Beatty. Also Cameron Ingram and Ryan White now coming up into the top 10. as DiMaggio also battling Laxton to the outside. So side by side everywhere here. Oh, loose. Let's listen to some chat. Six laps to go. We've had great racing everywhere. Look at Nick Jezebowski here, going to work into the top 10. And oh, look out, the 69 got into the 6 almost there. Mike Hasty. A little tight there, and both of those guys going to go by Cedric. Got that going on now. 3 wide almost here as Cameron slide jobs on Evans, and now here comes Beatty with Ryan White with him, so fighting everywhere on this track. And how about 3 wide on the front stretch? Oh, they're getting tight. Now Hasty and Jezebowski back here battling it out for the 10th position, trying to get that top 10. There's just fights everywhere, just trying to find whatever battles I can find you. I mean, there's tons of them everywhere here, and getting me the passes we can get you as these two just fight it out. Back up here, these 3 here. Continue this. Uh-oh, something's wrong with Cameron. Is he out of gas? Cameron Ingram in the 1 off the pace. He can't be out of gas. They did lap 76. These guys just will not give it up. Matter of fact, none of these packs are giving it up. Got a whole nother battle back here. Sean Peachin, Julian Alterna. You got the 74 Malinin, Trujembo, all these guys here. But he's slowly sorting it out as Dylan Alt's going to bring it off turn number 4. He's going to see the white flag this time by. It'll be the final lap here at Michigan as he's on his way to his 8th win of the season. And I got to figure it out what we can learn from him as a driver, and you know how good he does here and how we can get better to compete with him. as he is just dominating every rail. Oh, Drift almost slides up into him. And now he's loose. And off turn 4, he's drifting it across the line as Dylan Alt wins again. Bill Alt going to finish second, DiMaggio third, Laxton fourth, and as Dylan Alt going to celebrate with donuts. And he gets clobbered by Chris Evans. All right, we're going to step away. We'll come back and we will watch, or talk to Dylan, I should say. Dylan Alt will talk to him in Victory Lane here as you're watching Captain TV and the Sunset Arctic Games USRC Grand National Series. All right, back we are here at Michigan Speedway as we wrap up this 200-mile race here. Fun race it was as we look at the final results. For tonight, Dylan Alt wins at 8th race of the season. Bill Alt second. DiMaggio, Laxton, Cody Beatty, your top 5. Nice job by Cody to come back and get a top 5 as we sit in his pit box right now. Ryan White finishes 6th. Chris Evans 7th. Brian Perry 8th. Nick Jezebowski 9th. Cedric Ingram, your top 10. Mike Hasty 11th. Helene in 12th, Peach in 13th, Brandon Trajembo 14th, Ben Pierce 15th, Sadzillo, Thomas Fasano, your top 18 in the race. Julian Alterna finishes 19th in his debut tonight. Still, though, that doesn't show what he really was able to do tonight. Really good job on his part. Robert Smith 20th, 21st, Ben Dunn, 22nd, Andy Moore, 23rd, Matthew Telder, 24th, first car lap down, Joe Petrick, who had an incident, I think, there at the end of the race. Drift finishing 25th. Cameron Ingram 26th. Justin Hughes, the only car out of the race, in 27th position. So not many cars out at all, which just shows you what kind of field we had here this evening. So let's get Dylan in here to Victory Lane. We'll talk to him. Let me go to the right channel here on Discord. Actually, Julian, he's not even here. So neither of the alts are here. And looking around here, see if they pop in or not. But we might not be talking to anybody, it looks like, tonight. Well, I'll get some interviews here. Let's. I'll jump over to this Discord. Let's go over here and I'll bowl Frank down here, as Frank gets himself a good finish tonight. Frank, looks like you're going to be one of the only people I get to talk to tonight here in this race. But a great job on your end, man. A good finish in the end for you in the third position. Talk about your race and the battles up there with the Alt family, Laxton. Those guys, pretty good war there.
The Dylan Alt driving school 200 was pretty fun. I learned what I was doing wrong, but it's just, I guess I still just couldn't make the proper adjustments. He was a lot earlier, and then waiting to get on the gas a little bit better than I was. I was just killing the right front, but it was fun racing up there, and during the pit stops we got shuffled back just a little bit, and then we had a good battle with Laxton at the end.
Well, great job this evening, man. I was happy to see you out there. Hopefully we can see you some more. I know next week's Martinsville, and but great effort out there, man. And yeah, I mean, I know Michigan's always leading up to the fun.
Yeah, Michigan's kind of a hit or miss track for me. It doesn't really suit my driving style, and I'm just happy to come away with a decent finish tonight.
Well, great job, dude. Send shouts whoever you like to, bud.
Just want to say thanks to everybody that's out there watching, everybody in the Discord, all the admins, and for yourself, Cap, putting this thing all together. It's a lot of fun. Thanks.
No, it's a bunch of us putting this whole thing together. Appreciate it, man, and great job on your end, dude.
See you later.
You too, buddy. All right, Frank DiMaggio there, talking to him as we'll get him back up to where he was with the guys up here in that chat. And yeah, Bill's here, so let's go. I'll jump over here. They're here now. They showed up. Let me go over to my chat now, and let's get Dr. Pepper down in here. As Dr. Pepper, a.k.a. Dylan Alt, joining us here in Victory Lane. Dylan, congratulations, obviously. And the thing that came to my mind here in the last few laps of this race is, just how I've thought through the season how fast you've been, how dominant you've been throughout the series, how you've had to patiently work your way through the field. And what are some of the things that you do and can work on that can teach us what we could do? Because obviously you show you're one of the better drivers on iRacing. So what can we do that you could actually help us with that we could learn from that makes you this good?
I think it's just all of the experience I have on iRacing. I mean, yeah, just run a bunch of official races. The more because I make a lot of mistakes when I first got on iRacing. No one really knew who I was, so I even the first year I was on iRacing didn't even figure out how to use the voice chat because I was 12 or so, turning 13 first got iRacing, and so yeah, I just ran a bunch of hosted races and then official races, and then I started talking to people and they started teaching me new things. I was just learning a bunch of things. So yeah, it's just experience, the people you meet and stuff like that. I don't really know. It's just experience, I guess.
Right.
Just learning for your mistakes.
No, and that's one of the top things. And I ask that because it's I'm sitting there trying to think, okay, what can I do to talk to Dylan and help these other guys out? Because yeah, you're doing a great job. You started dead last pretty much tonight and just worked your way up there through the field. And I know that's got to be tough.
My mindset through this race was just drive through the field, try it, because usually, because I have an alt account, for me, I'm trying to learn how to race with people and pace myself and not be impatient. So I just start from the back in NIS fields or fixed races and just try to race with people, push them up to the front, or just be patient. Mainly this race, I would just be patient, and when openings be open, I would just go through, but try not to pressure other people to make them have a mistake. So yeah, I just try to slowly get through the field. There was unlucky cautions. I actually wanted the race to go green and see how far I would actually get up. I saw Frank was insanely fast that race. I didn't really know how fast I'd be at this track. This track's not one of my best. Sometimes when I go here, I'm very, very dominant here. sometimes I'm not. I don't get it. Yeah, long run, I just didn't know if I was gonna be fast. Long run, short run, I also didn't know. It was weird. Me and my dad were like the same speed. It seemed like he was using brake. He was sending the corner hard. Every time I try to use and send the corner hard, I'd be trying to use a brake, but I just missed the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole entire race, I wasn't really using the brake at all, and I was just pacing myself. And long run, I think I'd be a lot faster, but we kept having cautions.
Well, man, that was a great job. Great experience watching you go through the field there. And send shout outs whoever you like to, bud.
Just I'd like to thank Lowline, thank my dad, you for this broadcast and this league, and yeah.
Well done, man. We'll go talk to your dad now. We'll bring him down here with you, and it's midnight. You can go to bed now. Bill joins us. Bill finished second there. You led some laps there. I think your son was trying to snooker you and save some fuel there, I think, in that run before that last caution. But great job on your end.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah. Kind of wish that would have gone green. I would have liked to see what happened. I was trying to save fuel too, but he was really, I mean, he would have got past me. He was saving a lot more tire than I was. But that was a good race. I think I was too aggressive at the beginning, I think. Getting that wreck that happened on lap 3.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get through the field, I think it was just being a little too aggressive there. Because when I was looking at the replay, it looks like I came up just a tad, but yeah, Justin comes down into me. But then, then I forgot to take the fast repair. I forgot to come down even to fix it. And then I'm out there, and I'm just, oh my gosh, these guys are going way faster down the straightaways. I hope there's a caution sometime.
I blame it. Is there a full moon tonight? Well, great.
Luckily, we got it.
Well, you did a great job, man, and definitely fantastic to see you guys out here tonight running well, and as always. And, yeah, man, like I said, your son, send shots whoever you like to, bud.
Oh, well, just thank you very much. It was a fun, good race. And shout out to Mr. Joe Petrick for showing up tonight. Appreciate it. And that's all I got.
10-4 there. Well, good job, guys. Congrats on your win and second place.
Thanks, Chris.
Absolutely. So, all right, that's going to... that's going to do it here for us this evening, and move them up there to that chat. I'm off. I'll be back on tomorrow night, 7:45 Eastern Time, as we go racing at Las Vegas for the BPRL Clash Series. So congratulations to Dylan Alt. Thank you to, of course, all the viewers for watching tonight. Thanks to the admins for helping out in the series, of course. And, thank you, drivers. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this. Thank you, iRacing, for allowing us to platform. Also, shout out to Sunset Arctic Games and to Track Cams for Gourmets for helping us with the cameras here this evening. We will see you next Saturday night from Martinsville Speedway as we go on to a short track coming up next Saturday at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. So we look forward to all of that. As always,